All right, in this lesson, we're going to talk about box and whisker plots and how they show and represent data and also how to draw them. So a box and whisker plot is just simply a tool that uses a number line to show how data is distributed. To make a box and whisker plot, we first divide the data into, well, first of all, we have to arrange the data from smallest to largest. And then we divide the data into 4 parts called quartiles. And the middle, or the middle quartile, or the median, divides the data into a lower half and an upper half. And then the median of the lower half is called the lower quartile, and the median of the upper half is called the upper quartile. And just like what we were doing as far as when we were finding the median in the previous lesson, if you have a data set that has an even number of values, you find the mean of the 2 middle values, or in other words, you add the 2 middle values together and divide it by 2. That goes with the median as well as upper and lower quartiles. Okay, so copy this information into your notes. All right, so we're going to do some examples here. All right. Give myself a little bit of room. So the first step is to order the data from least to greatest, okay, from smallest to largest. All right. So if I'm looking at my data up here, it looks like my smallest data is 67, okay, and we have 2 67s. All right. Then we have a 69. We have a 73. We have 2 75s. Then we have an 81. And last, we have an 85, okay? So, now that we've done that, we just look at the least value. The smallest value is 67, and we only put it down once, even though we have 2 of them. And the greatest value is an 85, all right? Those are really easy to find. Okay, so we find the median. So remember, that's the middle value. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 values, so that means the median is going to be right here between the 73 and the 75. So we have to add 73 plus 75, and that gives us 148 divided by 2 gives us 74. Okay, so 74 is our median. Okay. All right. Our lower quartile. Okay, so the median would be right in here. So to find the lower quartile, we find the middle of the lower 4 numbers. Okay, which would be right in between 67 and 69. Okay. And obviously, if we add them together, if you're thinking about it, we know that's going to be 68, okay? Because 68 is between 67 and 69. But to do the math, 7 to 6 is 16, 136 divided by 2 is 68, okay? And above the upper halves, between the 75 and the 81, okay, that's not quite as simple to just eyeball it, but if we have 156, okay, so that would be 7 divided by 2 is 78, all right? So 78. So we need to remember these numbers. We'll flip back and forth from the next page, okay? All right, so we represented using a number line. I've already got this number line up here. Above the number line, plot the points for each value in step 1. So let's just start with the least value is 67, greatest value is 85. So 67 is right here. Greatest value is 85, that's right here. Okay. Then the median is 74. That's right here. The lower quartile is 68 and the upper quartile is 78. So lower quartile is 68, upper quartile is 78. Okay. So we just drawn a line, drawn a point for each one of those. Now it says draw a box from the lower quartile to the upper quartile. Okay. Inside the box, draw. Okay. So let's do the box first. Okay. So if I do this and I draw a box from the lower quartile to the upper quartile, or upper quartile is right here. Okay, 78. Okay. And let me make that in a little bit. Okay. And then it says inside the box, draw a vertical line through the median. Well, the median is right here. Okay. So we're going to draw a vertical line through the median at 74. Okay. And it says draw the whiskers from the box to the least and the greatest value. So the whiskers would go from here to here and from here to here. Okay. So that is our box and whisker plot. All right. All right. So let's do another one. Use the data in the box to make a box and whisker plot. Again, so smallest to largest. Smallest value is the 22. Let me move this up a little bit. Give myself a little bit of room. Okay. Smallest one is the 22. Okay. Next one is 24. 27. 31. 35. 38. And 42. Okay. All right. Least value is 22. Greatest value is 42. The median, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7. So it's only one number. Okay. So that would be 3 below and 3 above. So the median is 31. Okay. And a lower quartile, well, because we use the 31, we don't use it again, so we only have 3 down there. So the lower quartile is 24, and the upper quartile is 38. All right. So, well, once again, I've drawn the number line and plot the points. So 22 and 42. So we have 22 and 42. All right. We have 31 as the median. 31 is the median. And 24 and 38 for the lower and upper quartile. 24 and 38. Okay. Now, once again, remember what we do is we draw our box, okay, from the lower quartile to the upper quartile, okay, and draw a line through the median and draw our whiskers from the box to the highest value and from the box to the lowest value. Okay, so that's how we actually draw the box and whisker plot. All right, so now we're going to use the box and whisker plot to answer each question. Okay, so here we're comparing the heights of basketball and baseball players. Okay, so which set of heights of players has the greater median. Well, if I look at it, remember this median is this number here and this number here. So obviously the height of the red or the basketball, it has the higher median. Okay. Which players have a greater interquartile range? Okay, remember range from the last lesson. Range is just the difference from the smallest to the largest, but we're talking about the interquartile range. Okay, so if we look at it here, the basketball player's box, the difference from here to here, looks larger than it is from here to here. Well, if I look, that would be 78 minus 68, so that's an interquartile range of 10, okay? Here we have 74 and 66, which is only 8, okay? So the basketball has a larger interquartile range, okay? Then it asks which group of players has more predictability in their height. Well, if you think about this, the predictability is the one that has the smallest variance between the heights. Well, and that would be your baseball players, okay, because it has the smallest variance between their heights, okay. All right, let's do another one. One last one. All right, this is a shoe store, not a show store. Which shoe store has a greater median? Well, the Sages, the green one here, has the greater median. Which one has the greater interquartile range? Well, the greater interquartile range, it's obvious to see here, is the Maroons, okay, because their box is bigger, okay. The Maroons shoe store, and which shoe store has more predictability in the number of shoe sales each week? Well, that would be the one with the smaller box, which would be Sages, okay. All right, so that's it for this lesson. If you have any questions, make sure you ask the questions. Make sure you copy those notes down from the first page. All right, and we'll talk to y'all later on.